right, Tony, thank you very much. And we have just established some contact here with Malcolm Johnson, who's out and about in Pine Manor this morning. That's an area that we were talking about that the law enforcement was getting a lot of calls anyway from folks living nearby saying that they saw something touch down. So as you can see, Malcolm was getting ready there. He's out there. We've had our crews out in that area. We did hear there were some small trees and fences down, but no major structural damage. So Malcolm, if you're ready there, if you can hear me at all, tell us exactly where you are, what you're seeing, and if you've been able to talk to anybody and what's going on where you are there in Pine Manor.
Hey, so Miriam, we're on Pine Manor just off of Summerlin. We haven't been able to talk to anyone yet, but I want to show you some of the storm damage that we have seen out here. The worst of the rains, we believe that those have already passed, but the damage has clearly made itself felt. Take a look right here. You're looking at a tree branch that's clearly been knocked over. This person's fence, none of their fence was damaged, but you can see the tree is knocked over. Now, the folks that they live next to, they're not going to be as happy, because if you take a look at this fence here, it's clearly knocked down from this tree, which we believe to be inside of the person's yard there, fell from inside of their fence to the outside, and the fence is completely knocked down. This tree over here also looks to be damaged as well. It's pretty upsetting news for these people, but as I said, the worst of the rainfall has already passed us here. Also, over on this side of the neighborhood, we saw a light post that was knocked down. Take a look here as our photographer Dan Ayers gets a shot of that. That's one light post that's been knocked down in this neighborhood. And the puddles are fairly bad throughout here, but people are able to drive throughout this neighborhood. This is probably the worst of the damage that we've seen here, but on the way here, we took the Cape Coral Bridge. It looks terrible. Not too many drivers are on the road out there, and that's a good thing, but the visibility was awful. You could only see a couple hundred feet in front of you, and once you looked over the bridge, you could hardly see anything at all. Nothing but gray skies and heavy rainfall. And we saw some minor flooding on our way here as we made our way to the Cape Coral Bridge on College Parkway. We saw some fire trucks rushing out to scenes and some power companies as well rushing out to scenes. I'm sure our weathermen have been advising folks not to get onto these roadways. I would say the same. And as I said here, as for where we are, the worst of the rainfall might have passed, but the destruction is clearly evident.